Have you ever noticed how fiercely you defend something you cannot even see? Have you felt that subtle tightening inside whenever your sense of me is questioned, as if your entire existence were under threat? Why does the mind cling so desperately to its story, even when that story is the source of suffering? And if freedom is your natural state, what exactly is resisting it? A seeker once brought this tension directly to Nisargadatta Maharaj, sensing a disturbing truth beneath his own spiritual effort. He asked, "Maharaj, why does it feel impossible to drop what clearly causes pain? Why does the false feel addictive?" Maharaj looked at him and said, "What you call addiction is not attachment to pleasure or habit. It is attachment to identity itself, and identity is the grand illusion." Maharaj continued, "You believe you are this person, this body, memory, a personality. Consciousness has mistaken a temporary construct for its essence. That mistake is intoxicating. It gives the illusion of continuity, control, and authorship. Without it, the mind fears, 'I am nothing,' so it clings like a drowning man to driftwood." His words revealed that the addiction is not to pleasure, success, or relationships. It is to the idea of being someone. That idea becomes the central fixation around which all fear and desire orbit. And Maharaj would often pause here, not to add more words, but to let the implications sink in. Because the addiction is invisible precisely due to its intimacy. You are not addicted to something you have, you are addicted to what you believe you are. This is why resistance feels so personal. The mind hears, "Drop the illusion," and translates it as, "Lose yourself." Maharaj's deeper pointing was that nothing real is being threatened. Only the imagined center trembles, and seeing this tremble, without trying to fix or justify it, is already the beginning of freedom. The seeker pressed him further. "If this identity is false, why does it feel more real than anything else? Why does letting go feel like death?" Maharaj replied calmly, "Because the illusion has been mistaken for survival. When inquiry threatens the narrative, the system reacts as if existence itself were at stake. But notice, the fear is observed. The panic is known. That which knows cannot be the thing that is threatened. Stay with the knower, not the drama." In that moment, he redirected attention from the story to the witnessing awareness itself. The addiction persists only while attention remains hypnotized by the narrative. When awareness recognizes itself as prior to it, the grip loosens, not through force, but through seeing. Still unsettled, the seeker admitted, "Even when I understand this intellectually, the pull returns. Why doesn't insight end the addiction?" Maharaj answered, "Because intellectual agreement still belongs to the illusion. It strengthens the sense of a knower who has understanding. True seeing dissolves the knower. The addiction survives through repetition. The constant rehearsal of 'I am this person.' Remain with the sense of being prior to identity. Not to achieve something, simply to recognize what is already here. In that resting, the illusion is not attacked. It starves from lack of belief." A deeper fear surfaced. The seeker asked quietly, "If the illusion drops, what remains? Will I become empty, disconnected?" Maharaj said, "What disappears is distortion, not life. Functioning continues, speaking, loving, working, but without compulsive self-reference. You do not lose intimacy with reality, you gain it. Individuality expresses itself, but it is no longer mistaken for essence. His words revealed that the illusion is addictive because it promises control and meaning while delivering anxiety and fragmentation. At this stage, Maharaj would sometimes invite the seeker to look directly, right now, instead of waiting for some future transformation. Before the next thought appears, he might say, "What are you?" In that brief gap, there is no story to maintain, no identity to defend, yet you are undeniably present. He pointed out that this simple recognition is overlooked because the mind is addicted to movement, to becoming, to narrative continuity. Resting even momentarily as bare presence exposes how unnecessary the psychological struggle has been. The illusion thrives on momentum, awareness requires none. The seeker then voiced what many silently wonder. If this illusion is so persistent, is liberation rare? Maharaj responded, "Liberation is not an achievement. It is your natural condition. The illusion survives only because attention keeps feeding it. Each time you say, 'This is happening to me,' you reinforce the fiction. Look for this me. Can you find it as an entity? You will discover only thoughts and sensations appearing in awareness. See this clearly again and again. The addiction weakens not through suppression, but through understanding." One final question arose. Why would consciousness fall into such an illusion at all? Maharaj shook his head gently. That question assumes a story where none is required. The illusion is like mistaking a rope for a snake. Do not chase origins. See the error now. Awareness is timeless. The addiction exists only in time. His refusal to indulge speculation brought attention back to immediate clarity. What makes Maharaj's insight so confronting is that it leaves no refuge for ego negotiation. The illusion cannot be spiritually decorated, it must be seen through. Yet this is compassion in its deepest form. When he says, "You are addicted to an illusion," it is not condemnation, it is a mirror. The addiction ends the moment illusion is recognized as illusion. Nothing mystical must be added, nothing personal must be perfected. Even the struggle to escape becomes visible as another movement of the imagined self seeking continuity. And here lies the paradox he illuminated. The illusion feels unquittable only while you believe you are the one addicted. When awareness stands free of that assumption, compulsion dissolves like a dream at waking. Life continues, vivid, intimate, unowned. But the central fiction loses authority. What remains is the quiet certainty that what you truly are was never confined, never threatened, and never in need of escape. The addiction ends where it began, in the recognition that your nature was always free,